Come on, girlies. Well, it's 20 after 6. I'm listening to the weather reports. I got my fire going because it was 69 degrees in here when we got up. Binks was being a naughty kitty. He kept meowing and meowing. So Harry told Brian to put him in the garage, and then that way when I'd get up, I could let him in. And what time did I get up? I got up around 2. Go potty, Lou. Go on, hurry up. Go. Anyway, when I put the dogs out, the light went on. No cat. I went out to the garage. I was calling him. No cat. But Adam got up in the middle of the night, whatever time he had to go to work. I didn't even hear him. I have one kitty right there, and I'm still looking for Binks. I'm thinking perhaps maybe when Adam went out to the garage this morning, he could have let the cat back in, but then when he left, the cat probably followed him out. And now my dogs are barking at the neighbor's dogs. I was going to also say, gotta get the girlies' blankets. I got a very busy morning this morning. And look, Harry even brought me my coffee and my new mug from Tammy. I have a doctor's appointment at 11:30, so I knew about that. So I was gonna get up and get moving, you know, around 9 o'clock or whatever. And the appliance people are supposed to come to bring our stove and microwave. And they gave us the window of 12:30 to 2. Okay, so that's why I thought, oh, well, I'll just start getting dressed at 9 o'clock. Then when Harry brings me my coffee, he says, and don't forget, the furnace people are coming. And I was like, I forgot about that. Because I called them last week to come clean my furnace because when I found I had no leak outside, the guy said it's possible because of all the cold weather, you're using your furnace a lot. If it hasn't been cleaned in a while, it probably should be cleaned because that should help it not to use so much propane. So I'm gonna mute this. So anyhow, I called them. When did I call them? Thursday? I think I called them on Thursday to come and clean, you know, the furnace. And the earliest they could get here was on Wednesday. And I completely forgot about that. So I'm glad Harry remembered. So that's why at 6 o'clock I went upstairs and I got dressed and I'm ready for the day. So the furnace people will be here 8:30. Whenever they leave, I have a little bit of time, just a little bit of time, until I have to go for my doctor's appointment. And then I was going to go shopping. I was going to go to Honeysuckle Trail after that until Lowe's called to say that they would be here. So it's possible I could be back from my doctor's appointment because it's only 7 minutes from here. It depends though if I have to wait to be seen, but well, I know I'm going to be prescribed an antibiotic. I'm going to have to go down to CVS, which is on the way home, but still, it takes them a long time to fill prescriptions. I don't know why. So anyway, it's possible I might be here before the appliance people come, but if not, I'll just have to get Brian up and you'll have to wait for them. So we got our propane bill, the second one from this last time that they filled up, and it was $649, and they only put in 200 gallons. The time before that, they put in 212 gallons, and it was only $630. And I was like, why almost $20 difference? Because they raised the price. It's $3.50 a gallon. So I had it filled $3.15 a gallon on Tuesday. Saturday they came and filled it again, and by then it was $3.50. Ridiculous. So yeah, That's going to be what I say, 360, no, 1260, so it's going to be 1280, almost $1,300 for gas to heat the house. So anyway, I have my my little heater. It looks like a little wood stove upstairs in the hallway. I already have that going. Our bedroom heater is going, and I rather have a little bit of a higher electric bill than to have to keep, you know, getting gas. So anyway, well, I'm gonna go have my coffee. Lucy, are you guarding both doors? She's positioned to look out the front door and to look out the garage door. They're nervous because the furnace guy is here. And so what the furnace guy has discovered so far, I had a burnt coil that's for the igniter to light the furnace, and he showed it to me. It was really burned up. He says, I'm surprised that your furnace is still running, that it hasn't stopped. He goes, when it's like this, it shouldn't have even been running. So God is good, so that's good that we've had heat all this time. And the type of furnace that we have is a train. He says they go out often. That's why you need to, you know, have it serviced often. And it's been a couple years since they've been here to clean it out. And he said my coils were dirty. He said they weren't too terribly bad, but they were dirty enough that he said that could have a little bit to do with why the furnace is running so much. But he says really it's running because of the cold. It's just been really, really cold. And he was telling me about some other customers, how, you know, yeah, they've been getting a lot of phone calls. A lot of their furnaces have stopped working and can't keep up and all of that, and it's just the cold. So anyway, that's good news. That coil costs $100 just to install it, but that's okay. Got to do it, right? Otherwise the furnace won't run. So I'm glad that he came, because he says if I wasn't here, he goes, at some point tomorrow, the next day, whatever, he says your furnace would not be running at all. And with that storm coming, that would have been horrible that it would have happened then. So anyway, I'm glad I called to have them come out here. See, you never know. See there in my mirror, we're getting far away, but there's a truck that has lights flashing, and what that is, it's the line crew. They were there at the transformer box. The guy had it all opened and he was inspecting it and doing something inside there. So I think that they're getting themselves all ready for this storm, because all in this area that I'm driving right now, the power was out. And matter of fact, I knew it was going to happen, but at least it was nice that the people gave me a heads up. I got a phone call right before I left to get in the car, because I'm going to the doctor, by the way. The Lowe's installers called to say that they will not be out Thursday to put my microwave in. Well, you know that we're getting all that snow, and I knew it was going to happen, but at least I appreciate the phone call. I mean, some people just don't even show up, and no phone call or anything. So he called to reschedule, so for that, I'm thankful. So yes, I'm on my way to the doctor because I think I might have gastritis. My friend Jenny was telling me in comments on one of the videos that I did when I wasn't feeling well. She says, it sounds like you have gastritis. And so I'm going to go get that checked out. So I'm on my way to get that checked out. And I might have to stop at the drugstore for a prescription. So anyhow, so the guy came and fixed my furnace. Going to the doctor today. My stove is supposed to be delivered and the microwave, which won't be installed now till Saturday. So he rescheduled. And after my doctor appointment, if I do have gastritis, I'm sure I have to go stop at the drugstore to pick up a prescription. So anyway, and then after that, I need to call my mother. I've been wanting to call her for the last few days, but I've been busy cleaning and doing things, and So yeah, I should have time this afternoon. I gotta call my mom. Hi. Hello. I'm here in my room waiting. Little magazines. I hear people walking. Waiting for the nurse to come. But when I came home, my new oven was here. So that's the top. Remember I said blue? Very blue. And then here's the other oven down this way. So I've got my little instruction booklet that I'm going to have to read through this, and it's pretty self-explanatory, I'm sure. And I like this because this can be converted to either a small burner or the big burner. So I've got 2 big burners, 3 small burners, and then there's a warming thingamabob. So, and all of these are for the stove, and this upper lower, this is for the oven. They didn't bring the microwave, so I'm assuming the guy that's coming on Saturday will bring the microwave. And so the doctor said I do have gastritis. So thank you, Jenny. Jenny was the one that said, sounds like you have gastritis, because I just had a bout with that. And so I waited a week to see if it would go away, you know, if it was still part of, you know, when I was sick and everything was repeating on me. But nope, I have gastritis. And I have to take Nexium. I have a 2-week supply here she gave me in samples. And she said if I behave myself and eat the bland diet, watch my caffeine, which is going to be very hard, because I'm only allowed to have 2 cups of coffee a day unless I drink decaf. But anyhow, she said it could clear up in 2 weeks. She says, but sometimes it takes 4 to 6 weeks to clear up gastritis. And that would be 4 to 6 weeks of a bland diet. So no spicy foods. I was going to make enchiladas tomorrow. I even took out all the chicken to make enchiladas. I think I still am going to make enchiladas. I just can't make them spicy. I'm just going to have to watch my seasonings so I don't spice it up, because no spices, you know, like real spicy things. Like I can't have onions. I can't even have garlic, so I can't even put that in my cooking. I can't have spaghetti sauce. So like all the Italian stuff that I make, I can still make it for my family. Like if I make spaghetti, they can have spaghetti with the sauce. I would have to have spaghetti aglio olio minus the garlic. So really just the olive oil, probably throw some parsley in there, and the Parmesan cheese. I'm not allowed to have fruit that is real high with acid. I'm not even allowed to drink orange juice. Just very bland diet. You know, like when you're sick with a little tummy bug and you're supposed to eat like a bland diet, or like if you're throwing up, you know, that kind of a flu thing, you eat a bland diet. Yes, but usually after several days, that goes away, that sickness, that flu, whatever. For at least the next 2 weeks. And I have to see how it goes over 2 weeks. She says if after the 2 weeks is over and I start, you know, like increasing my coffee, or if I have anything spicy or whatever, she says if the burping and all that starts to come back, she says it's not over with, and that I've got to be treated then for 4 weeks. And after 4 weeks, you'd give it a little test, and if it's still coming back after a couple days, then it's still not completely over with, and I have to go then another 2 weeks. So this, I think to myself, this isn't going to be any fun. But the one good thing about it is I should lose some weight because I have to, you know, watch all the different things that I'm eating. So like I have to, like Mexican food, goodbye, can't have all that. Yeah, we eat Italian food, but like baked ziti, it has the sauce, but you know, you're getting the cheese and everything in it too. But see, then that compels me, like, see, if I made baked ziti for my family, I wouldn't be allowed to eat that. I would have to eat something else, like rice and chicken, you know, plain chicken. I even have to watch my vegetables. Like I can't have any cabbage because that gives you gas. So there's like a acid, you know, content to cabbage. Broccoli and cauliflower, they're also gassy, you know, because of the acid that's in there. And so, like, I can't even have that. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be like real bland eating. So yeah, that's going to be boring. But you know what? If I lose some weight over it, that'll be nice. And that's the only positive thing that I'm looking through this at. And I will miss my coffee. I don't know. I don't know if I can totally give up all my coffee, but we'll see how it goes. So now I'm going to make myself some lunch. I haven't eaten anything except yogurt today. I wonder if yogurt is okay. I would think that it would be. I don't know. But anyway, it's 12:41 and I'm hungry. So I'm going to make fried matzah. And I've been making that a lot lately because I notice when I eat that, I don't have tummy issues. And see, that's bland because it's the matzah and it's the eggs. So I might have to be eating that every day and, you know, things just like that. So anyhow, but I'm going to make my lunch. Well, I've been watching the Weather Channel for about the last 2 hours, keeping on top of the situation. And I don't know, things keep kind of changing. I just took my meatloaf out of the oven. Now, I put my meatloaf in around 2 o'clock, or was it 2:30? Anyway, here's my meatloaf. It's done. Now, what I had to do, this says for this top oven here, it says like if you turn it on to 350, for it to be 350, like a normal oven, let me just put it to you this way. If you set the oven to 350, I guess it's not really 350 in this top oven because it's a convention oven, so it's more like 325. So in other words, if you want it to be 350, I have to set the temperature to 375. And I think that that's about right because that turned out the way that would if I had it at 350, I had it at 375. But tomorrow I think I'm going to make some cookies. And so I know how long I bake my chocolate chip cookies for 12 minutes at 350. So I'm going to just put it on 350 first and then test it out. And obviously if they're not done, then I need to put it up to the 375. Then that would be 350. So that's one thing I'm going to have to get used to doing. I like this because it sings to me. When my temperature came up to the 375, it started it started singing to me. I loved it. So anyhow, I like it. It seems to work really well. The only thing is when I'm down here in this oven, like if I have a turkey or something in there, I really gotta get way down here to get it. And at Thanksgiving, I usually get really heavy turkeys. I know I'll probably be calling one of the boys over to pull it out for me. So, because that's a long hike down there. But anyhow, I guess that's it for my day. It was a busy day, busy morning. Then, you know, when I came home, it was busy because I was reading my book. I didn't get a chance to call my mom because my mom called me and we were talking for a long time. I had to talk to Harry. My daughter called me. My son came home from work early because he went to work early. And so it's just been crazy. I really haven't had a chance to, you know, do things that I wanted to do this afternoon. So anyhow, with that, I will tell you guys goodbye. I will see you in the morning. I'm sure when I get up in the morning, there's going to be snow outside and it should be coming down pretty heavy because they said the snow's going to come at 10 o'clock. So through the night, the snow's going to fall pretty heavily. So we'll see. We'll find out. I get up early with the dogs. You guys know that. Instead of waiting until like I'm up in the morning, I might just, you know, like if I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, whatever. If it's snowing outside, we got an accumulation, I might start then showing what our crazy weather is doing. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!